Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's class session. So yesterday we discussed about managed production resources. Resources are two types. So one is labor, another one is equipment. Anything is a resource, and we defined a couple of resources. So if you want to define a work definition, so we need to define what are the setups we need to configure. What are the setups we need to configure? Production resources, department, nothing but work center. Yeah, this work center is going to exist in some work area and standard operations. So this is the sequence which we discussed this critical concept in detail. So and we defined the production resources. Then today we'll define remaining setups. So go to home page button. So go to navigator, select manufacturing, select work definition, select work definition. So select change organization. So SEP underscore Hyderabad inventory organization. Select OK. In SEP underscore Hyderabad inventory organization, so far total 4 resources are available. Out of 4, 3 are labor resources. A production resources are resource type as labor, and 1 is a machine, nothing but equipment. So these setups we configure from setup and maintenance. Same setups we can configure from navigator if you are saying the manufacturing engineer role. So now we define the resources. Next we need to define work center. Work center nothing but department, but the department is going to exist in some location. That is the reason first before defining work center we have to configure work area in exactly in the shop floor in which work area you are going to maintain the department. So go to manage work areas. Usually people say assembling work area, engine work area. Likewise, people will pronounce that work area where the specific department also will exist. So that is the reason I am going to define couple of work areas. Select create work area. So I am going to create 2 work areas. SEPH underscore assembling work area. Let's take an example. Assembling work area. So here in this particular work area, I'm going to perform all the assembling operations. Select, save and create another. So I'm going to create one more work area, SEPH underscore test work area. So in this test work area, we are going to perform testing. So quality checks and everything we are going to take care under testing work area. So I have defined 2 work areas. Then I'm going to define departments. Navigate to task list, select manage work center. Department nothing but in cloud we will pronounce as work center. Select create work center, manage work center. Select create manage work center. Naming convention SEPH underscore work. Okay, assembling work center. So assembling work center. In this work center, entire assembling operations we are going to perform. In this work center, entire assembling operations we are going to perform, which is available in which work area? In this specific assembling work area. This department is available in this work area. And if you want, you can give a default supply sub inventory for this work center. If I don't choose default supply sub inventory for work center, from where system is going to pick the supply sub inventory? From where system is going to pick the supply sub inventory?
Plant operator, plant parameters.
From plant parameters, whatever the default supply sub inventory we have chosen, from there it will pick the supply sub inventory. Then resource availability. So who are the resources available in this work center? So for example, in my organization, I have 10 resources, but out of 10 resources, resource types, so who is going to work in which department? Do we need to allocate or not? For example, this person has to assemble engine, this person has to, perform some winding kind of stuff. Likewise, so we are going to divide resources, right, for specific work.
Yes.
So that means we have to assign the resources to this specific work center where we are going to perform specific operations. Then for this work center, resource availability. Let's first save it. It's okay. Without saving also already plus icon is enabled. Just better practice, save immediately. So select add row, select add row. So in assembling work center, First one, assembler 1 is a resource type. Assembler 1 is a resource type, it's not a person. So we clearly said, if you say associate, associate is a resource type. In that associate, maybe 10 associates is available, or 15, or only one. That is the unit count. That is different. And here resource nothing but what is the type of resource, either consultant or senior consultant, how we are going to pronounce in IT. So similarly in a manufacturing operations, so assemblers ones, testers, or as production operators, that's how we are going to pronounce the people, the resource type. But again in the resource type maybe 10 units nothing but 10 people available who is having the designation as assembler 1. Okay guys, clear? Then this assembler 1, how many units are available? Nothing but the person who is having assembler 1 role, how many people are available? So some 5 people are available in for this work center. For this work center, 5 people are available. Okay, I will tell you clearly. For example, so manufacturing jobs. Let's take an example. Manufacturing jobs. So manufacturing companies, manufacturing. So in-house roles, for example, in-house roles. Okay. Let's take an example. Something. This I mean. So here, what they mention? I mean, a job name. What they mentioned the first one?
Operator.
Production operator. Production operator is a role. The production operator will take care of the machineries and everything in the production process. So that means production operator is a resource name. Production operator is a resource name. How many production operators are available? Nothing but units, number of units. Clear? Clear for everyone?
Yes.
So same concept. Tell me, there is one more thing. Okay, see, what is this role? Someone please explain me about this particular job description.
Who is in charge for the shift?
This for our application standpoint of view, please explain this.
Production manager is the resource.
Production
Shift
manager
manager
or shift manager is the resource. How many shift
Yes.
managers will be available? There's a different
3.
concept. That is
Yeah.
default units, correct?
Yes.
So is that clear for everyone, guys?
Yes.
Others has to respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, so assembler 1 is a resource type where 5 people are available. Is a assembler 1 is a resource type labor. Is a labor resource available 24 hours? Is all 5 units available 24 hours? Is any real person will work 24/7? No. That is the reason I'm not going to enable available to 24 hours. Check capable to promise. So whether are we going to, so check capable to promise nothing. But if you are using this, what we say, supply and demand planning, where system is going to verify the, capability, whether can we complete the work order based on the demand in time, whether the resources are, available for the in-time processing, like that system will verify if you enable this in planning, as well as for the planning, are you going to utilize 100% and efficiency 100%? Yes, these resources are, so we are going to use 100% as well as efficiency is 100%. Select okay.
Here, person might not be available for 24/7. Resource might be available, right?
No, that's I'm going to come to the next step. So here resource is a, so here what will happen is assembler 1 is a resource type labor. So all those 5 units are not available 24 hours. But when it comes to the machine, so assembling machine, for example, 1 unit is available and that unit is available 24 hours. Then what will happen is the difference is, so here assembler 1, so select. So in the evening shift, we have 2 shifts in the calendar. So in the evening shift, 2 people will be available. In the morning shift, 3 people will be available. Select save. Okay, that means Assembler 1 is a resource type. This resource type is a labor resource type. So there is 5 labor people is there. Labor means just some standard pronunciation, guys. Okay, it's not like Indian how we are pronouncing. Okay, so labor means just the person who is going to work. We all also, I mean, in a terminology wise, whoever working, we will say labor. Okay, so evening shift 2 people are available, morning shift 3 people are available. If we enable available 24 by hours for the assembler 1, that means assembler 1 5 units, those 5 people are available 24 by 7. That's what it meaning. Is all 5 people is going to available 24 by 7?
No.
No, that is the reason. Assembler 1 is a resource type as a labor. That is the reason I have chosen. So morning shift 3 and evening shift 2 people, which is not available 24 by 7. But assembling machine 1 is a resource type equipment. Usually equipment will be available 24 by 7. Correct?
Yeah.
Again, whether 24 by 7 are you going to use or not, that is a different concept. But is it available 24 by 7 or not? Yes, it is available. So that means in the first work center, which is going to place in a, which is existing assembling work area, where these are the resources are available. These are the resources are available. This is assembling work area. This is assembling work center, which is available in assembling work area. Select save. Select save. Again, if you go to resource calendar, this calendar they want SCP underscore calendar. So if you go to resource calendar, so here you can create exceptions and everything. See, morning shift 9 a.m. every day 3 units are available. If you scroll down, so where is this one? So assembling work area. See, evening shift 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. So 2 units are available. So scroll down. So morning shift 3 people and evening shift some 2 units are available. So here if you want you can create exceptions and everything. So this is based on the requirement we can create exceptions and everything. So then here you can see, so Wednesday to Sunday, the evening shift is Wednesday to Sunday. So for example, here you want to create some exception, just place cursor on the specific date, create resource exception. Create resource exception. So default units 2 units are available. Availability. So on 14th November only 1 unit is available. Select save and close. See, available exception 1 unit. That means only 1 person is available. So another person is not available on Thursday. Likewise, if you want, you can create the exception also. Also, I mean that's how we can update in the resource calendars. Okay, this is on a regular basis. Select save. So why we need to update resource calendar? Tell me.
To enable to find out that variance by the finance department if there is any changes in the completion time.
Okay, I mean major concept is not for that. The main concept is, for example, in the VCP we are going to run the collections. So when we are running the collections, is it for anyone completed? We completed order management. Is anyone attended order management sessions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, in order management, when we are running the collections, so in the supply, when net collections are targeted collections, it doesn't matter. So there is a resource availability also one of the entity. Remember, guys, resource availability also one of the entity.
Yes.
So based on this resource availability, system will calculate whether the resources are available to complete the specific work orders or not. Based on that one, system is going to, so in the supply and demand planning, so okay, forget about demand planning. In the supply planning, system will give us what is the expected date to complete the work order based on the resource availability. So that is the main purpose where we are going to update the resource calendar. But if you don't update, then by default the system will consider as available, and based on that, so available to promise to system will give the so supply date and everything. Okay, that is a different concept. That is the main concept. I mean, for the VCP purpose, we are going to enable so resource calendar, and another one is to track the to track our finance department calculations exactly. Okay, but anyhow, they don't swipe in and swipe out anyhow automatically. So payrolls will change and everything will change. Select save. Select save and close. For example, I have created one department in work area. In the same work area, can I create one more department?
Yes, yes, we
So
can.
of course, in the same location, maybe two different departments will sit in two by taking some different desk, right? So in the same work area, select. I'm going to create one more department. SCP underscore ASM work center 2. So ASM work center 2. So what we will do, so ASM work center 2, here also we will perform some assembling operations only, or else I will say like packing operations we are going to perform in this specific work area. So all the packings and the printing labels and I mean, so whatever the extra activities is there, all those things I'm going to perform in this. Is this limited characters or what? Seems like it is limited characters. Okay. So all those things I'm going to perform in this second department will take care of all those things. Even the second work center people sits in assembling work area only. Select save. I mean, it's up to your decision. I mean, how you want to define. So I'm defining with a simple naming conventions. So resources in this one, assembler 2 is available. So how many assembler 2s? So 2 people only available. Select. Okay. So out of two people, so one person is going to work in evening, one person is working in morning shift. Select save and close. So now we defined two work centers. So as part of my manufacturing process, even testing people will come into the picture to verify the quality checks. So okay, what I will do is so select cancel. So I will edit this one. So open. Select save and close. So manage work center. Seems like we cannot modify the naming convention. What we will do is a better. So I mean, rather than packing, the pronunciation is not. I mean, right? So you cannot delete because resources are assigned. Okay, first I will delete the resources. This is for the clear naming convention. That's all. Okay. Select yes. Select save. Select save and close. Now select delete. Okay. So just I will change the naming convention. SEPH underscore assembling work center 2. So where I'm going to perform software installation. Software installation. Okay. Okay. I will say SA code. So here I am going to perform software installation for our laptop.
How many characters can take? How many characters can
Seems
take?
like here some 16 is the maximum limit for code. There is no restriction for name, but they say so the code is seems I think 16 characters. Just count it. Okay. 8 even space also will consider as a one character. 9, so 13, 14, and 20, 22, 23. So 28 characters it is available, allowing us. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Then select save. In the same work area, I'm going to perform software installation also, where one resource is available, assembler 2, who will take care of software installation. There is 2 units are available. So select okay. So out of 2 units, 1 unit is available. One person is available morning, one person is available in evening. Select save and close. Then we created 2 work centers, assembling work center 1, assembling work center 2. In assembling work center where 1 we are going to assemble the components and everything, and in assembling work center 2 we are going to install the software and everything. And so we have one more thing like where we are going to perform testing and other operations. So for testing and other operations, so we are going to perform under testing work center, which belongs to testing work area. So let's create one more work center. So test work center. Select work area. This is available in testing work area. Select arrow. Select resources. So tester. If you want, you can create some machines also for testing purpose. So you can add those machines also. 4 units are available. Select OK. Out of 4 units, 1 unit is available evening and 3 units are available in morning. Select save. Select save and close. So tell me what we have done so far. In the work definition, what we have done so far.
Resources, and then resources, we have created work area, and then we have created work center, associated resources on the relevant work area.
Relevant work centers.
Yeah.
So far, is this clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
So what is the routing or what is work definition meaning?
Step-by-step process of a particular task.
Process to manufacture the finished good item. A work definition or routing means a process to manufacture the finished good item. So then a process nothing but is a step-by-step operations. Step-by-step operations in any organization. So we may have hundreds of operations. For example, if you are manufacturing Dell laptop, for the Dell laptop you are going to have some 5 to 10 operations. Same in the organization, you are manufacturing some keyboards or mouse, some other things. For those things, you are going to have different operations, correct?
Yes.
So that means in any organizations, whatever operations is there, first we have to configure all the operations which we are going to perform under plant. All these are plant setup, but not for individual item setup. So please ensure this point. So please remember this point. Whatever we are defining the setups, these setups are belongs to entire organization, entire manufacturing plant, but not for item level setup. So in my manufacturing, whatever operations I'm going to define. So first task, manage standard operations, nothing but we are going to create manually. Second one, manage standard operations in spreadsheet. Through ADFDI, we are going to load all the operations. Somewhere we may have some 1,000 operations, for example, if that is a big manufacturing plant where we are going to manufacture a lot of items, there will be, for example, some 500 operations. Then we have to load all those 500 operations through spreadsheet ADFDI, but we cannot create manually. That is the reason. So operations, we have the spreadsheet, and the resources and everything we have to load through FBDA, because operations may be some 300 or 400. Let's take an example. So not 300 or 400, maybe some 100. Let's take an example. But resources is going to be more than 100. In that scenario, we are going to load resources through FBDA. Work centers, we won't find those many work centers. That's why we are going to create manually. So create, manage standard operations. So select create operation. So it doesn't matter what are the operations we have to use for Dell laptop or manufacturing Dell laptop or some other. At this moment, I'm going to list out what are the operations available in my organization. Okay. At this moment, what I'm going to do?
Operations available in the plant.
Operations available in the plant. So first we'll quickly create couple of operations. Our main agenda is by tomorrow we'll complete one basic work order cycle. Then we'll come back and we'll discuss in detail. So operation type, in-house nothing but a operation which you are going to perform under organization. Supply nothing but OSP operation. So name SEPH underscore. So operation. Okay, ASM operation, ASM operation 1. So some naming convention, you can use any naming convention. This operation where you are going to perform in assembling work center. So count point or automatically transact. Count point nothing but manually we are going to transact the material from one operation to another operation. Automatically transact nothing but in this specific operation we don't need to move the material from this operation to another operation. Automatically in the application system will complete this operation. So this one I am going to create as a count point operation only. So select. So in this operation we are going to perform under ASM work center. Then add one more row. So what is the sequence of resources? The first sequence, 10th sequence. So again we are going to discuss plant parameters. We have to revise from Monday onwards. Again we will go back to plant parameters. Again we will go back to discuss other scenarios. So within item structure and everything we are going to revise from the beginning. So in this one 2 resources are available. So these 2 resources are available where?
Center.
Sorry?
Work center.
Work center.
Work center.
But do we need to use these 2 resources? Is that mandatory that we need to use these 2 resources for operation 1?
It depends because both are not working on the same shifts, right?
No, it's not about shifts. Both are not going to perform same operation. Correct? They are available in work center, but this work center where we are going to perform operation 1, in operation 1 only assembler 1 will work. So units assigned 1. So at this moment just a stick basically units 1 uses 1. So add, select, save and close. For example, in operation 1 which belongs to assembling work center, so where only one resource we assign. In that operation we are going to assemble some components. Let's take an example. So then select, add one more row. So SEPH ASM OP2 operation 2. So which is a count point operation only. That means manually we need to report transactions and everything. So same, this operation also we are going to perform in the same work center. But in the second operation, machine is required as well as assembler is required. In the second operation, machine is required and assembler is required. So both are 1 units. Or else assemblers 2 units are required in this second operation. So what it means is there is 2 operations in first operation where only one resource available, that is assembler 1, which we are going to perform this operation in work center. What we will perform? So ideally people will write some description that in this operation we need to assemble these components like that. In the second operation we are going to assemble major components by using the equipment also, by using machine as well as by using machine as well as what? By taking help of assembler 1 also. So that means it's not mandatory to associate whatever available resources in the work center. So in the work center, system will show what are the available resources in this work center. Out of those resources, which resource required for specific operation we need to associate, and how many units required we need to associate. Clear? Clear for everyone?
Or even for a single operation, resource sequence 1 person, when you finish it, the second person, resource 20 can take care of that operation. That is also possible, no?
I mean, in one operation, yes, we can do. I mean, even you can create only one operation and you can perform all those things in one operation only. No one will distribute.
In the sequence wise, sometimes,
Okay, sequence wise.
One person you will be.
Yeah. Based on the sequence, the resource will act. For example, 10th sequence is assembler 1. First assembler 1 will come into the picture. 20th operation assembler 2. 20th assembler 2 will come into the picture. But ideally, the application is not supporting. But I mean, even e-business to tool won't support. But the real scenario is like, for example, so sometimes how we have to charge is in the same operation. So equipment and labor will work together. So that means you have to charge both at one time. Sometimes equipment will come into the picture first. It will do is, I mean, the equipment will do the job. So there is 2 units available. Out of 2 units, 1 unit will monitor the equipment. Another unit, once the equipment complete the production in that operation, whatever the it has to do, then another resource will come into the picture. He will do some changes or something. So likewise, even it has to give a clear picture to track in detail. So based on that, we can calculate the resource availability, consumption, and costing. But still, those many advanced features are not available in Oracle ERP system, and I don't think some other system is supporting unless until so some HR management tools where based on the swipe in and swipe outs, so system will take the calculations. But not standard Oracle applications is supporting that much in detailed features.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
If anyone knows any ERP systems, I mean, so people will know, and there's a knowledge sharing. If anyone knows, just tell me. So everyone will know. So, but as per my knowledge, so only HR management tools, some HR management tools will support these functionalities based on the tracking, based on the, I mean, entering the login times and logouts, as well as based on the, I mean, swipe in and support. Based on that one, so we can get the clear costing calculations, but not directly with the standard application. Okay. Okay. Then select, add one more row. So again, I am creating one more operation, SEPH underscore ASM OP3. So in this operation, I am going to perform software installation in this operation, for example. So then this operation we are going to perform under ASM work center 2. which is a count point operation. At this moment, all those things I'm going to maintain count point. So in future, entire next week also we are going to discuss it. Then we are going to verify automatical transact also. In this work center, there is one resource are available, that is ASM2, who is a software installation person. 2 units are available and I need both units. So I'm going to assign 2 units to install the software. So usage out of 2, we are going to use only 1 unit one time. Select, save and close.
This basis variable, what does it mean?
So basis variable fixed nothing, but if you say fixed basis, so I mean anyhow I thought of discussing from next week. So basis type fixed nothing, but so if you assign 2 units, we have to use 2 units only. We cannot use more than 1 unit. If basis type variable, if you assign 2 units out of 2, if you say 1 unit, then you can use 1 unit, or else you can use 2 units, or else manually we can report more resource transactions at the time of performing the job. That means more than 2 resources also you can use. That is the basis type fixed and variable. So all those things we are going to cover. So what is our agenda by tomorrow?
Execution of work order.
One work order to understand the flow, then come back to the plant parameters, go back to the item structure to discuss all the fields like that. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Then I'm going to create one more operation, SEPH underscore. So for example, test operation. So here I am going to perform testing, quality checks, select work center, test, select operation. Then this is also last, for example, this is also count point operation only. It's okay, those concepts will discuss. So select resource. So tester, 1 unit is available. Select save and close. Now, how many operations are available in my Hyderabad inventory?
4 operations.
4 operations.
Now I have an item which is a Dell laptop. So for the Dell laptop, I want to create a routing work definition. So routing nothing but a step-by-step process to manufacture the item, where we are going to include the operations. Step-by-step process, step-by-step operations. Do we need to use all 4 operations or not required?
Required.
Not
It's based on our decision. Okay.
Yes.
In Hyderabad inventory, 4 operations is available. Out of 4 operations, for your item, how many operations you want to use, it's up to our decision. So far, whatever we perform the setups, is that these setups for specific item or at plant level?
It's a plant level.
For the specific item.
No. So far, whatever setups we have done.
Plant level.
Plant level.
For plant level.
All these are
But the
sources available in the plant. Work areas available in the plant, work centers available in the plant, as well as operations available in the plant. Now, if you are defining a work definition, nothing but routing, who are the resource, what are the operations you want to use to manufacture that item? We need to choose out of the existing setups. Okay, guys?
okay.
So then go to manage work definition. Again, there is a concept of standard work definition, rework work definition. So transform work definition. At this moment, I'm just going to create a standard work definition. Ideally, before discussing manage work definition, we need to discuss another setup, which is manage work definition name. In that manage work definition name, so we have a concept of type. So this based on the type system will work. So at this moment, just I'm going to pick main only. At this moment, I'm just going to pick main only. Select save. So go to manage work definition. Select add row. So item. So SCP underscore Dell laptop, or which one we created? Let's see. SCP underscore.
Laptop.
I think we created for Asus laptop, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
select SCP underscore Asus laptop. So which is a primary structure, item structure is available. So we are going to create a routing, nothing but work definition, a main work definition, nothing but a standard work definition, nothing but it is a standard work order scenario. So version, this is the first version which we are creating today. Production priority is the top priority. Select next. Select next. So for Asus laptop, we are creating a routing, nothing but a work definition, nothing but a process to manufacture item. So here, first we need to perform assembling operation. So select sequence 10. From where this sequence is coming from plant parameters. Select code. So the first is operation 1. So the first standard operation is a operation 1, which is a in-house operation. So which is a count point, nothing but manually we need to transact. Add one more row. So then, so in the plant, all 4 operations are available. But whether are you want to use operation 2 or not, it's up to your decision. For example, to manufacture Asus laptop, we don't need operation 2. So directly I'm going with operation 3. Select operation 3, which is a sequence 20th. That means first we need to complete operation 1, then we need to complete operation software installation operation. Select add one more row. Then we need to perform quality checks. Again, it's not mandatory to perform quality checks. Just I am performing quality checks now. So I have added 3 operations, nothing but the standard sequence. So to manufacture Asus laptop, first we need to assemble the items in the operation 1. Then we need to perform operation 2 activities. Then we need to test. Then the manufacturing process will complete. So here you can see save and edit. Click on save and edit. Click on save and edit. See, this is item structure details. Here you can see in this right side, you can see item structure details. So then here you can see operation work definition details. See, to manufacture Asus laptop, all 3 components are required. So is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
From where these components populated?
It is from the structure details.
Item structure setup. Then to manufacture this Asus laptop, we need to perform all these 3 operations one by one. First, we need to perform operation 1, then operation 3, then the test operation. So is this clear for everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, here itself, if you want, here itself, we can decide like what are the items you want to assemble in the operation 1. What are the items you want to assemble in operation 3? What are the items, for example, you want to assemble in operation, test operation? So if you want to decide at this moment, you can decide it. How? Just, for example, Core i5, I'm going to assemble in first operation. Then just, hold the control button or so mouse bar. So just drag it and drop in the ASM operation. Just drag and drop here. Okay, it is came. See now in the operation 1, we are going to assemble item. Which item? Core i5. So we are going to assemble this particular item in operation 1 only. Operation 1 only. Then someone. Okay. Then for example, just go back. Control panel, just a zoom to fit. Okay, see in the same operation even assembler 1 is going to work. So for example, you want to use hard disk also for the 10th operation. So first thing, we can use this drag and drop button, correct? We can use drag and drop button, correct or not?
Yes.
Then another one is, I don't want to go with a drag and drop. So for example, for the same operation 1, I want to assemble. So in the operation 1, assembling operation 1 only, I want to assemble hard disk also, rather than drag and drop. So what you can do is, so just place cursor on that one. So here, just place cursor. So either you can click on right click, or else if you place cursor, automatically system will open with the action page, or else just right click on that one. So here system will open the actions. So select assign. So select assign. So this component also, hard disk also, I'm going to assemble in which operation? So here we are going to choose. So operation 1, I'm going to assemble in which sequence? 20th sequence. This is the item sequence in the operation. The first 10th sequence is this is the item sequence in the operation. That means first we have to assemble Core i5, then I have to assemble this hard disk, then I have to assemble RAM. For example, that is the item sequence which we need to follow in operation 1 also. So that is item sequence for this specific operation. So how much quantity? 1 quantity. Select OK. Now if we open here items, select items, see first which item we need to assemble?
Core i5.
Core i5. Then if you go to actions, select edit. So this is the item sequence 10. First we have to assemble core i5, then we need to assemble hard disk. For example, we need to assign processor in the last. So just change the item sequence as 30, select OK. Then go to RAM, select actions, select assign. So this is the item sequence 10, select OK. Select save. Select save. So we saved it. So when you click on work definition report, then system will show this sequence, a different sequence. So 4 GB RAM first, so it will show in the 10th sequence. Then, so in the 20th sequence, it will show hard disk, and 30th sequence, it will show. So core i5. So that's fine. Then what we have done here in the work center itself, in the work center, sorry, in the operation itself, for example, edit operation. Again, from here you can edit operations also. So this is the operation of assembling operation 1, which we are going to perform under work center, assembling work center, which is the manually transact operation. In this operation, we are going to assemble all these components. We are going to assemble all these 3 components, as well as we are going to use resource 1, assembler 1 to assemble all 3 components. Then in the second operation, so we have assembler 2 who is going to install the software. I didn't create any item for software. Then in the 30th operation, so we are going to perform testing, and tester resource will come into the picture. So that means a work definition nothing but a process to manufacture item. So first we have to process, first you have to perform assembling 1 operation where we are going to assemble all 3 components, follows to software installation, follows to testing, a process to manufacture the finished good item. Select save and close, select save and close. Now we defined a work definition. So for example, if you want to take a printout of this work definition, then SAP_ASUS laptop, search your work definition, select search. So first thing, so you can edit the version and from there you can pick, or else simply go to actions, print work definition report. Simply go to actions, print work definition report. If you make any changes, then that is going to be second version. Okay guys. So before click on save and close only, we have to make changes. If you want to change, you can change it, but that's going to be a different version.
Sarath, without any work order, where we will use this this printout of this work definition, because without work order there is no value for this.
Usually, whether you create a routing process correct or not, you need to take a sign off from senior people, right?
Okay.
Or else forget about senior people. So whether you want to create correctly or not, if it's a better if you want to, if you print and if you verify.
Okay.
Correct. Now we created a work definition. See. First, we assigned core i5 only. So, but what is the first item we need to associate? 4 GB RAM. It is the 10th sequence. So, this is the item sequence in the operation. Okay, guys?
Material sequence. Oh, very nice.
Item sequence or material sequence.
Yeah.
That means first in the work definition. So ideally, the same concept is available in EBS also, but in business suite, the operation and item sequence assignment is a bit complex. People will get confused there. But here, just a drag and drop and assign to specific operation. It is very easy.
Yeah.
Okay. See, now you can see a main work definition for ASUS laptop, a routing process in the Hyderabad inventory, so which is a standard structure type. And the completion, once we complete the item, so we have to deliver to, we have to place in FG sub inventory. Then the first is the work definition operation sequence 10, which is assembling operation, a count point nothing but manually transact operation, which is available under this particular work center, where we need to, these are the items which we need to assemble assemble these 3 items. So first we need to assemble 4G RAM, that is 4GB RAM, that is the item sequence. In this operation, then we need to assemble hard disk, then assemble core i5. All these are one quantity available, but with base step variable you can use more than one, so it's not fixed variable. By default assembly pool will take so supply type, but if you want you can change the setup at plant parameters level or item structure level also. So then again we have different concepts of supply types: assembly pool, operation pool, bulk, push, phantom, and supplier. So I think now we don't have supplier assembly type, supply type. Then so this is the 10th operation. Then go to the work definition resources. Let's make it what we will say is let's make it some 75. Okay. So in the same 10th operation, resources. So what are the resources we are going to use? So you can see in the list of the column. So scroll down. So here in the same operation we are going to use assembler 1. Then the next operation, work definition operation sequence 20. So where one resource we are going to use, but we are not going to assemble any items because all the items, all the components we are going to assemble in first operation only. Then 30th operation where tester people will come into the picture and they will complete the testing. So this is the work definition, a process to manufacture the item.
But one thing I have noticed is none of the places they have indicated about the work area. It is relevant to which work area?
Do you want to, so work area, nothing but, so when you're defining work center, that center is available in which work area, just for the reference purpose in the plant.
Okay.
Work area, nothing but just a reference purpose.
It is a location, physical location.
Physical location within plant, in one physical location, they will divide the specific areas, right?
Correct.
So just that a physical reference purpose only, we are going to assemble for the assign for to work center to a department. That's all.
But don't you think, Sarath, this is one of the missing area because
it's not
generally
missing area. Actually, if you want, you can print in the report. Just add one more column through OTP.
Okay.
So in this is the standard report template. So if you want the help of OTP, we can pull the component. We can pull the line.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
No problem. So is everyone clear with work definition?
Fine, sir.
Akash here.
Yes, Akash.
Yes, sir. So if we compare this work definition with ERPs, so it's like a issue also that we hand over to the warehouse people. If we, I mean to say that if we compare this to ERP, EB's ERP,
okay,
EB's hardware, so it's like a issue voucher. Can we call it issue voucher?
What issue? I didn't get that.
No, that is
okay.
Not pick list. Pick list is something.
No, pick list not. Say we used to do the work order and take a printout of that work order where we have to assemble all these.
No. Work order is a different concept. That is a work execution process. I got your point. So, for example, whatever the components is there, we are going to issue those components to this specific operation, all those things. That is a work order scenario. To issue the components, the system will pull what are the components required. But work definition is just here we are mentioning the process. But issuing nothing but reporting the transaction, reporting the material, nothing but for specific operations, these are the components we need to pick. For this specific operation, these are the components we need to pick. That is the issuing the material to the work order. So that issuing will work based on this supply type. Assembly pull nothing but for specific assembly, entire components, it doesn't matter what are the operations, entire component system will pick in one go, or else operation pull nothing but for specific operation. For example, for 10th operation, 3 components is there. Only system will create a movement request, WIP movement request to pick only those 3 components. That is for work execution process. At this moment, where work definition nothing but where in that specific operation what are the components we need to use, that's what we mentioned. But do we need to issue all one time or individually are going to pick will decide based on the supply type for the work order. That supply type here assembly pool anyhow. So work definition, nothing but at this moment, we are going to mention what is the process, what are the components we need to assign in which operation. But at what time we have to pick will comes under based on the picking rules as well as based on the supply type for this specific item. So if we say supply type assembly pull, for example, all these three components we are going to pick in one time. Not only these three, whatever operations, for all those operations, if there is any other components is there which we need to pick, all those components we are going to pick whenever we release the work order itself. Again, there is based on the picking rules. Again, picking rules will come to the picture. Without picking rules also, we are going to pick all the components in one go based on the assembly pull supply type.
Sarath, assembly pull is at the time of completion of the work order only it get transacted now by the system automatically. Is there any changes here in R13?
No. What will happen is assembly pull again. So there is even if you mention assembly pull also, if you want to pick the material, you can pick it, or else manually you can report the transactions, or else if you don't report manually transactions and if you don't pick, automatically at the time of completing the job, system will report those transactions.
Yeah, correct.
But before that, we have two other concepts. Okay. Same scenarios available in e-business suite also, but the process wise a bit changed, and it is simplified in cloud application. And what is the one more advantage is, so we don't need to go with a lot of modules. First thing, the way, some more advantages with the way of look and feel and way of creation process is better. And when it comes to the work execution also, so what we can say is, for example, all the material availability and everything by default available under work order only, in VIP only. Okay.
Okay.
And the picking material and everything, all those things we can do from one place itself. Okay. Again, if you don't want to pick, okay, directly you can perform the move and everything. Anyhow, tomorrow we will discuss. So that you can perform, but some more features like, so you can perform the picking and everything directly from VIP onwards. You can generate the pixel reports, or else manually reporting also became very easy, as well as closing the material availability rules and availability assignments is going to become easy. That means whatever the components is there, whether those components are available or not, if not available, whether any purchase orders are there or not, likewise all the availability rules, availability assignments, all those features are available in work execution itself.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and the way we are going to process the work order also, it's become simplified, so we don't need to go with MES again. We don't have MES also.
Yeah. MES is missing. Yeah.
Not missing actually. We don't need two modules. Okay.
Correct.
So they, if a new application means they have to make it better, and they has to come with a single package only, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Anyhow, that is tomorrow concept. So today we discussed about work definition. Any questions on standard work definition? So, these infolets, so by default are configured. So if you want, you can personalize this dashboard also through OTBA. Okay, but it's not suggested because we don't have expert people who can do all this personalization through OTBA and everything. Given, you won't find that much time in a real implementation project also based on the resource availability. Because if you propose, keep on proposing, client will come with a lot of requirement, right?
Yeah.
But they won't provide billing. Correct. So by default, whatever functionalities, dashboard functionalities, those are okay.
Yeah.
So directly by click on these infolets also, we can navigate to specific setups. There's a seeded functionality. Okay. Any questions? Okay then. So if you're good, I'm going to close the session. See you tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll complete the one basic work order scenario.
Sir, not related to work definitions regarding items.
Let me pause recording 1 minute.
Okay.